This is Action Sports Jags 1st and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
Live full speed reps, I think it is valuable. You know, I think there's you got to be smart too, though, as far as how much you play and all that stuff. That's for, you know, coach and all them to figure out.
Trevor Lawrence ready to get back on the field and see some live reps, but not too many. Expect about a dozen snaps for the first teamers, pending the way the game flows on Saturday night, which is in stark contrast to what the Pittsburgh Steelers plan to do in the preseason opener. Welcome to 1st and 10 Training Camp. I am Stuart Webber. Many of the stars for the black and yellow will be watching from the sideline, including Ron Rodgers and old friend Jalen Ramsey. But new Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen, he listened to his players this week, and after discussions with guys like Trevor and center Robert Hainsey, who followed Cohen from Tampa, everybody plays on Saturday. For the Jaguars, it'll be the only preseason opportunity at home, so they need to take advantage of it. The stadium scrimmage served as a bit of a dress rehearsal for the dress rehearsal, so to speak, with new players and the coaching staff getting a chance to go through that game day rhythm Saturday night against the Steelers. And oh yeah, don't forget, Cohen and his coaching staff still have quite a few decisions to make before trimming that roster down to 53 in a few short weeks.
What the evaluation will be fundamentals, alignment, assignment. Obviously, situational football is going to come up, as we know. We're playing a physical team, you know, a team that's been known for physicality, regardless if their first guys are in or not, right? That's just how they've played the game for a long time. And so that will be a great test for all of our groups that are going to play.
How about some battles to watch for the Jags? Tyson Campbell, of course, leads the cornerback room. Jordan Lewis has been awesome in camp. Buster Brown out for extended time. So where does that leave Travis Hunter, Jarian Jones, etc.? At running back, it's Etienne, Tank, and then three rookies fighting for carries. And wide receiver is always one to watch. Usually it's a spot where guys can flash this time of year. If you didn't come out for the scrimmage last week and this terrific drone footage of the construction doesn't do it for you, another great reason to go to the bank tomorrow? Well, to see the progress being made on the Stadium of the Future. I'm not sure how much you'll see things continue to develop over the course of the season, but big changes are already underway. That means you can expect some delays and some confusion, something you need to take into account before heading to the bank on Saturday.
The main thing to remember is that the experience in the seating bowl is going to be exactly the same. The seats are all the same. The manifest is the same. You'll be able to watch the game the same. So if I were to give advice, it would be plan your trip in advance, know where your transportation is, understand the gate to enter, which is most convenient to that. Get into the building and get to the main concourse, and that will allow you to navigate around the entire building.
If you don't have a ticket or you just hate large crowds, good news. We've got Countdown to Kickoff followed by the game, both on Fox 30 coming up tomorrow night. 6:30 p.m. start time on your official Jaguar station. Hope you can join us for CTK. We, of course, are always watching the Jacksonville Jaguars down at the MEC every day for training camp, but 31 other teams across the NFL are also undefeated and full of optimism for the season to come. Let's check in on some of those divisional foes and a bit of a hold your breath moment in Indianapolis with the Colts, and it's one that they have experienced too many times the last few years. Former Gator Anthony Richardson gets sacked here by the free runner, hurts his pinky on the play. They would pop that bad boy back into place, and, well, he would resume throwing light passes on the sideline as QB competitor Daniel Jones went into the game. Good news for Richardson, that injury doesn't appear to be major, so he should be back on the practice field before too long. Speaking of injuries to former Gator standouts, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's knee injury in a scrimmage Thursday has him sidelined for now, but he may return in time for week 1 of the regular season. That means it's not the dreaded ACL injury that many conjectured after seeing him go down. Gardner-Johnson brought in to be the team's starting safety after Eric Murray came to Jacksonville in the offseason. And we wrap with the Tennessee Titans, who are getting away from the distractions of Broadway in downtown Nashville. The team is on an extended road trip this preseason. They have joint practices this week in Tampa and next week in Atlanta without going home. So they will not stop in Nashville between those two road trips. Coach Brian Callahan hoping the move creates an old school training camp vibe for his young squad. Let's get a timeout in here on 1st and 10, but when we get back, high school football taking center stage. We're 1 week out in Southeast Georgia from the games that count. That is coming up next.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
You're watching Action Sports Jax 1st and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farrah & Farrah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
Fans, get on your feet and make some Glenn County Stadium noise.
Kickoff classic time, one final preseason matchup before next week's openers, visiting Ware County, taking on Brunswick, and the Gators strike first. Isaiah White to Jalandi O'Hara. He will break some tackles and take it the distance for an early lead. After trading scores, how about some special teams from the Pirates? Kickoff return for a touchdown. This game ended in a tie because it didn't count. So, no problem. They didn't play overtime or anything. They just said, cool, have a good season, y'all. And both shall do that. We will feature Brunswick a little later on in the season on our Friday Night Blitz game of the week as they take on rival Glenn Academy in the city championship, a game that usually delivers a fantastic ending in front of a terrific crowd. But before we get there, and not pictured here on our game of the week schedule, is a week one, the Georgia week one matchup against Camden County for Brunswick, where the Pirates will hope to get a measure of revenge against the Cats, who won a thriller last year, 51-41. The level of play in our limited Southeast Georgia region is high. Of the 5 teams that we cover here at Action Sports Jax, all 5 of them made the postseason. Camden County in 6A, Brunswick and Glenn in 5A, Ware County in 4A, and Charlton County down in the single-A ranks. But for all 5 of those teams, the season ended earlier than they had hoped. No local teams making it past round 2 in the GHSA playoffs. Now, a new season and more lofty expectations around the area.
Our team, we left off, not on a good track, but now everybody's come back working hard and everybody's ready to work and ready to go this season.
Our expectation is being together, playing as one, and go 1-0 each week. Just being with our brothers and ready to go against somebody else. We're tired of beating up on each other at practice.
For the team, I win a state championship. I feel like we're going to go deep, and I feel like we can't go all the way, but personally, I want to try to get all state. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Everybody, try to doubt us this year just because, we only brought back, I want to say 12 people. Everybody doubted us, but, we got some young guys that's ready to step up and let's get to work.
Here is the schedule up in Georgia next week. These games all count. The big one in Kingsland, Pirates heading south to face Camden County. Back in Brunswick, Glenn Academy hosts Wayne County. In Waycross, the Gators open at home against Appling, while Charlton County will start on the road at Brantley. Not too long ago, a guy named Travis Hunter was tearing it up in Georgia high school football, playing both ways for Collins Hill High School in the Atlanta suburbs. Here's a number to chew on, 48. That's the record-setting career number of touchdown receptions Hunter recorded for the Eagles. We know the rest of the story, a year at Jackson State, following Dion to Colorado, and then a Heisman Trophy. Now, he's in Jacksonville and a role model for our current batch of high school players.
Watched him in college. I just love looking up to him. Playing both sides of the ball for the NFL too is crazy. So it's just a blessing that he came to the Jaguars, and I'm ready to see what he does for the season.
It's amazing, bro. A dog. I mean, not really much to it. He's a dog. He let his game do the talking, so not really much you can say about that.
Travis Hunter, he got so much energy and he bring it to his team, and it's like everybody watching him. Everybody watching him, and then the fact that he coming into the NFL trying to do more than one thing, trying to impact his team any way he can, I love that.
Good stuff there. Hey, Friday Night Blitz starts 1 week from tonight, folks. We get it going with a half hour at 10:30 on Fox 30. Then we do the shortened version at 11:15 on both our networks, CBS 47 and Fox 30. And, of course, you can stream it on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. And once next week starts, away we go. The game of the week schedule starts the following week, then the Zone Blitz on the 29th. That's when we bring you red zone style coverage of 5 of the biggest matchups in our area. All right, a guy who made plenty of appearances on the Friday Night Blitz is one Carson Beck. The now quarterback of the Miami Hurricanes prepares for a one-and-done season down at the U. That is next.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Jacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jags, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget the Brett and Austin Show. They're all in on Trevor. Of course. Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
You're watching Action Sports Jacks 1st and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farrah & Farrah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
It's always nice coming back home. You know, this is my stomping grounds. It's where I was born. It's where I grew up. So it's going to always be great coming back to my hometown. I see myself in a great position. I feel like me coming in the spring, getting developed early, learning from the vets, it really helped me like get a head start.
From Riverside High to Tally, who at least a couple of days back in Jackson for Tayshawn Gelsey, one of a number of local standouts on the Noles this year. Gelsey picked the Noles because he wanted to play receiver at the next level. We'll see how Mike Norvell uses him against Bama in the opener 3 weeks from tomorrow. A day later in Miami, the Hurricanes have a tough opener of their own, taking on last year's national championship runner-up Notre Dame. Leading the Canes, Carson Beck, who gets one crack at it with the Canes after 4 years in Athens. Former Mandarin Mustang also coming back from an injury that ended his season before the Dogs lost to the Fighting Irish in that playoff. Beck, happy to be back on the field.
Just being back out on the field, you know, it's a great feeling. I love football, and, you know, being away from it for so long. I mean, player-led practices only go so far. It's all gone by so fast. You know, I can't even believe that I've already been here for 7 months. So, honestly, just try to enjoy every day, take it day by day, and be the best leader I can be, best quarterback I can be.
Football, high school football, college football, it's here, folks. Gotta love it. We leave you with the fans at the bank. We'll see a lot more of this coming up on Saturday. Get there early. Please, get there early, folks. We beg of you.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jacks 1st and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farrah & Farrah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.